What would be an age range for you?
33 to like 36.
Would you date someone married?
Absolutely not.
Do you have a preference when it comes to race?
My race. So black guys.
Minimum height requirement for you?
5'8" and up.
Would you date someone obese?
Not on purpose.
What does that mean? And what would a minimum salary be?
A year? 500K.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Like $500,000?
Yes.
Damn.
Get the French toast out of here.
Oh my God.
I'm delusional?
It says here you have a 0% chance of finding someone.
Wow, that's horrible.
And it also says you don't belong on this planet.
It's funny because it's true.
Let me tell y'all a story that's a perfect example as to why when you have standards or rules when you're dating, like you don't date people with kids or you don't date whatever it is, whatever your rule is, you never break your rule because they will always show you why you got that rule in place, right? So I went on a date with this guy. While we were texting, you know, we exchanged numbers. I met him out and he tells me that he's a year younger than me. Now, I have a very specific rule that I've kind of learned over the years not to date any, I don't care if it's a year, a month, a day, not to date anyone younger than me. Because we know scientifically, like we already know that men mature physically, emotionally, mentally behind women. So if you have someone your age, the guy's already behind you anyway. So you add any kind of age gap, now he's like double, triple behind you, right? So we go on a date. It was a good day, like it was fine or whatever. But something happened to where we didn't see each other for a while. And he didn't call me for like a few days. So I blocked his number because I'm thinking, okay, you're not interested after the first date. That's fine. I ended up unblocking his number because whatever, you know, and like 2 days later, he texts me or he calls me and he's like, hey, like, I just want to explain why I hadn't heard from him before I had blocked him. You know what childish ass reason this guy gave me? He was like, the last time that me and him texted, we were texting and I didn't text him back. Like he texted the chat last and I never responded. So he didn't respond for a few days because he didn't want to double text me. Are we in high school? You didn't want to double text me? You know what that's telling me? It's telling me that not only are you immature, which I already knew because you're a year younger than me and I shouldn't have went on the date anyway, but it tells me that you feel like you don't got to chase me. I got guys double, triple, quadruple texting me, but you feel like you don't gotta text me after I gave you the chance of going on a date with me? Okay, we don't gotta see each other no more. Like, it's just so childish, and had I not broken my rule, I wouldn't have wasted my time. Not that the date was a waste of time. I mean, it was a date, it was whatever. But you see why you don't...
Oh, I don't even know how to start this one today, you know. My patient, I'm bending over putting her socks on, and she says to me, you know, oh, you remind me of me when I was younger, and seeing you today with your umbrellas on made me realize I miss being young. I said, well, my what? She said, your umbrellas, your lashes. I said, I don't know what you mean. She said, oh, honey, back in the day, we used those to keep the sperm out of our eyes. Huh? I said, well, honey, I don't know what you and Miss Kitty were doing in the saloon back in your day, but I wore these just to be cute. And I really hate you done told me that story because I really want to snatch them off now. She said, honey, don't knock it till you try it. I said, baby, I'm 40. All my trials are over. Ain't nothing coming near, around, by, or through my eyes. That's not what's going to happen. She said, those were the best days of my life. I said, I'm glad you had the opportunity to remember it by looking at these lashes, but that's not what these lashes is for, sweetheart.
Yo.
Yes, that's great, but over here, she's gonna be even better.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Yes. You have to wear them. Can you put it in? Look now.
Everyone was very drunk. I went with my best friend to the hot tub at the hotel, and like, it got a little bit crazy. We started making out. His best man, his best friend, came in, and I probably should have like not let that happen. But it was just like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a silly, like, drunken, like, being silly in a hot tub. He showed up and went completely crazy. I apologize. I don't think it was something to call a wedding off over.
Javon, I understand.
I want everybody to stop right here. I want everybody to look at the man. This is the man that got cheated on. I did a couple videos the other day that told you that women, when they like you, they really don't care. But for all you guys that are insecure about your height, look how tall he is. He's about 6'5", right? For all you guys that are insecure about what you look like, look at him. He's a good-looking guy. He's in shape. It looks like he works out, right? He looks like the guy that can walk down the street and get any woman that he wants. Am I wrong? Am I right? But one thing about it is, when you're simping, you're the same color. You're the same size. You're the same guy as the last man. Simping is a whole different look for a woman. Being beta is a whole different look for a woman, right? Now, I want you to look at what she looks like. She don't look good. You know why? You got a good-looking man with a fat white chick. This guy looks like he could get him a supermodel, but he's with the fat white chick. You know why? Because he's not on his grind. He's not out chasing that money. If he was out chasing that money, he wouldn't even lower his standards. You know why he lowered his standards? Because he's not chasing his dream, and she probably is. She was probably leading the relationship. So she lost respect for him. This shows you here, your look ain't gonna keep you in the game. Your muscles is not gonna keep you in the game. How tall you are is not gonna keep you in the game. This is a really good-looking guy that got played by a ugly white woman that he was getting ready to marry, and she was sleeping with his best friend. All right? That's what I want you guys to pay attention to as we go ahead. No accountability and authenticity to want to keep the ring. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Big shout-outs to Mr. Anonymous. Bro life, big shout-out. Simping, one size fit all. Exactly, bro. Simping, you become the same color. Let's get back to the video.
Understand you are suing to get an engagement ring back that you gave this young lady over here.
Correct.
Okay, explain.
It's not so much about the money, you know, it's more about the sentimental value that the ring holds to me. My grandfather actually gave that to my grandma, so it's very near and dear to my heart. You know what I mean? I had the ring actually appraised at 12.5, so.
Wow, must be beautiful. So explain to me what happened.
About a month before our actual wedding, one of our friends had a wedding that we went to. We have, you know, very tight-knit friends. At the party, you know, the drinks were flowing. We're having a great time.
All right, I just wanted everybody to take a good look at him because a lot of you guys are really insecure with what you look like. Here stands a good-looking guy who got played by an ugly woman.
Party, you know, the drinks were flowing. We're having a great time, and I noticed she was missing. So went around looking for her, and I actually walked in on Cynthia with another man and another woman, but it wasn't just any man and woman. It was actually my best man and her maid of honor.
So I imagine you were shocked.
Completely.
Okay, and what happened after that?
So, you know, I kind of thought in my head maybe we could work it out. It's just one of those things. Yeah, you know, I do love her.
So you
all right, that's a beta trait. You hear what he said? He said, I thought in my head that we could work it out. But understand, he caught her with his best man. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, when you become beta, nobody respects you. When you don't believe in yourself, nobody respects you. Even after all that, he thought they would be able to work it out. Come on. When sipping and beta takes over your brain, it's a whole entire different ball game. That's why trying to break you guys out of that shell of blue pill becomes hard as a red pill coach.
No, he started screaming, and went crazy.
Screaming?
Yes,
like
he went crazy. It was, Your Honor, he's making it seem like it's a way bigger thing than it was.
Oh my goodness, what did he do? Tell me.
Well, it was completely different, Your Honor. Yes, we were at this wedding. Everyone was very drunk.
I want everybody to look at her. She's not even cute. You know what I'm saying? But she still got white privilege. I told you, white women are going to always have privilege. Privilege. She feels like everything that she did It's not wrong. You know why? Because she's so used to getting over on him. When a woman gets so used to getting over on you, she loses respect and she's going to continue to run all over you. And she's not even pretty. But you know why she's pretty to him? Because he ain't chasing his dream. He ain't making enough money. He ain't doing anything in life that he want to do, and it has broken him, made him weak.
I went with my best friend to the hot tub at the hotel, and like, it got a little bit crazy. We started making out. His best man, his best friend, came in, and I probably should have like not let that happen, but it was just like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a silly, like, drunken, like, being silly in a hot tub. He showed up and went completely crazy. I apologize. I don't think it was something to call a wedding off over. I understand that he was upset.
Excuse me.
I understand you were upset, but I don't see why he had to call off the whole wedding. I didn't want to call off the wedding.
You see that? That's that privilege talk. She feels like that he wasn't right to call off the wedding and that he should have still married her and everything. See, when you give a woman an inch, she's going to take a mile. But the only reason why she's going to continue to press forward is because this isn't the first time that she's got away with things. She's accustomed to getting away with things. So it becomes part of her neurological system to feel numb to him. He's became a servant. That goes all the way back to the first video where you seen the guy pleading and begging for her to stop recording and to stop doing all that because you're broken. You have nowhere to go, and you think being in a relationship is the end all tell all. That's where beta males are always failing at. You always think it's the end all tell all to be together, and these are the results you get. You got an ugly woman playing a good looking guy.
How did you react, or how did you feel when you saw your fiancé and he walked in on you with your friend and his best friend?
Your Honor, I was surprised that he was so angry because everyone was so drunk and just, I didn't think that it was that big of a deal.
So you don't think it was a big deal that you cheated on him?
It was just making out. I didn't even really think it was cheating. At a wedding when everyone's drunk? I mean...
I don't even have a good comeback for that one.
Thank you.
I really don't. I'm usually really quick, and I just don't. I'm speechless for once.
I mean, that was about it. After that, I told her she had to leave.
He said you have to be out in like 3 days.
Oh, I wouldn't have given you 3 days. You're lucky you got 3 days.
Thank
but
you.
Anyway, so you had her move out.
Correct. And I did a little bit of investigating, and afterwards,
I have a question for you before you tell me, because I know the witness is here. So you broke up with her.
Correct.
You gave her 3 days to leave the
Correct.
apartment. Did she leave reluctantly, or was she like, whatever, I'm leaving?
Oh, yeah, no, she just picked up and left. There was nothing to her.
I thought that maybe if you had a little bit of...
You see that? You hear what he said? When he told her to leave, she just picked up and left. You know why? Because she already has a plan B. She already has a plan C, D, E, F, G. And you want to know why a woman has these plans before they get married? Because women typically do not marry the guy that they love. They marry the guy that they can control the most. But with them not all having their true feelings into their husband, they always got that little extra that's going to give them the confidence to go to the next guy. This is how come it's easy for women to be in long relationships, break up with one guy, meet the next guy, and be married in 2 months. It's because a woman's long-term relationships are typically with the man that just loves her, because she gets sick of chasing the man that she loves that doesn't want her. That's how love is. That's why I tell guys, love is you willing to accept all the negativity of the next person. It's all about who's willing to take all the shit from the next person. That's what simping is. All right? We're going to watch a little bit more of this.
Time to cool off and let this blow over, that it would be okay, and we can talk about this and work it out.
All right. Did you ask for the ring back?
Yes.
And she said no.
Correct. Very
Your Honor,
politely
in the
as well.
state of California, the law states that this is an unconditional gift.
Okay.
So I'm entitled to the ring.
Did you think it was morally appropriate?
You see that? She feels like she's entitled to the ring because of the law. It's an unconditional gift. But that's a come up to her. That's a couple $1,000s in her pocket while she gets to move on with the next guy. Remember, before a woman moves in with you, before she says, are we serious? She's planned everything out to the T. All right? She can't plan anything with the guy that she loves because she's always fickle that he'll leave her and go to another woman. A woman is always thinking the guy I love is going to leave me and go to another woman, but the beta male is always thinking when he gets married, it's going to be forever.
For you to keep that ring?
I did.
Why?
I was heartbroken.
Why do you deserve that ring?
Because I'm still ready to get married. It was
But
given
he doesn't
to me.
want to marry you.
It was given to me as a gift, and I
It was
accepted
given
that
to you
gift.
as a gift that you were going to be faithful and you were going to honor him for the rest of your life.
I'm still ready to make that commitment.
I don't think you understand what that commitment is. So then anyway, how many times did you try asking for it back?
So many.
You notice that throughout this whole session in court, marriage to her is nothing but a game. It's just a phase. It's like it's not taken serious. It's a contract. That's what guys have to understand. You have to be a complete fool nowadays to think that you're going to actually settle down with a woman based off love. You're not settling down with a woman based off love. That contract is a contract that you must live by because it has nothing to do with love. I'm telling you, love is you accepting the negativity from the next person. If she's in love with you, you cannot love her. If you love her, she don't love you. That's how the relationship is. But after a while, when she gets fat, sloppy, and just completely beat the hell, if you gain confidence as a man, then she just may start acting right. But for the most part, in today's atmosphere, most of these guys are lost.
Reached out to her via email, sent her text messages.
She wouldn't say, sorry, I'm keeping it, it's mine.
Nothing.
I'm going to stay to California,
I would
it's
have wished
mine.
she would have even said that. I got no response at all.
She just ignored you.
Correct.
You were really trying to work things out, weren't you?
Yes, I wanted him to cool off.
How long did you try to get the ring back?
Oh, I mean, up until just about now.
It was about 3 months ago, Your Honor.
So no response for 3 months?
Nothing,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, so then you find this friend that you have in common or mutual on your online personal accounts,
Correct.
and what happened?
So I remember his name was Adam Vincent. So I went up into a little search thing and found his name. And I remembered his profile picture, so I pulled it up and I looked at him and I just said, hey, I'm just a little curious. Like, how do you know Cynthia Bennett? And it definitely struck a nerve. I asked him, I said, hey, would you be opposed to going and grabbing a drink? Let's just go down to the bar and grab a drink and talk about this. It's a little bit more personal. And so me and Adam went and we had a drink. And I mean, that was just the last straw. That's when I decided that.
Adam, why don't you stand up and tell me, do you know the witness, Miss Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, look at the guy that she was messing with. The other guy that she was messing with. I keep trying to tell y'all, I done dropped the video. Looks don't matter when it come to women. You have to be red pill. You have to be alpha. They are attracted to a man's behavior. I keep trying to tell guys that. A man's behavior. They're not attracted to your money. They're not attracted to your looks. They're not attracted to how tall you are. They're not attracted to how short you are. Women are attracted to a man's behavior.
You do, okay.
Hello, Your
You
Honor.
intimately know the witness?
I can't believe that he's here today. This is,
I bet you can't.
yes.
Okay.
From
All right,
several years ago, I know the witness.
Mr. Vincent, why don't you tell me what you shared with Mr. Vaughn?
Well, so Cynthia is my former, and fiance.
Oh, fiance, you were engaged to
Yeah,
her?
we were engaged.
Look at that. Two goofballs. Look at that. These are both of her fiancés. This is her, that's the dark-skinned guy is the first guy she was engaged to. The light-skinned guy is the second guy she was engaged to. So she's just jumping back and forth, getting engaged, using and abusing. Why? Because nobody could tame her. And the thing is, she's not that good looking. So you know what that means? She has a little trick. I'm going to give him head. I'm going to give him the best sex in the world. He's going to love me. When you have women that could jump back and forth and are actually becoming serial daters, they sucker up a man, right? With good sex, give him good blowjobs and all that, and then they go in the house and try to play the wifey role. That's how she gets you. She gives you good sex, she gives you good head, she start acting like a wife until you say, I love you. The moment you say, I love you, it is over for you. And that's what both of these guys have done. Now they sitting in court looking goofy because she ain't even that attractive. I'm gonna keep throwing that in there. Keith Wright, what's up, bro? Thanks for the donation. Super sticker. Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, fiance, you were engaged to
Yeah,
her?
we were engaged as well 7 years ago. You know, so
Okay.
this is far, far back. We met our mid-20s. Great time. She's a great girl, you know, likes to party. She's very spoiled. You know, I spent a lot of money on her. We traveled, you know, of course.
Very
you know,
spoiled, spent a lot of money?
And you know, I proposed to her. She accepted the proposal. We were getting ready for our marriage. I'm a finance banker, you know, work long hours, long shifts.
How do you get these guys? What is it about you get these two good-looking professional guys?
Yeah, tell me
Okay,
about
go
it.
ahead.
But,
I'm so confused.
Two good-looking professional guys fell for a borderline what? Come on, man. Come on, man. Two professional guys. These are not bad guys. These are guys that are just like you, that are just like everybody, but look at her. Look at her. She isn't the type of girl the average guy is going to go for. She's not. The average dude's not gonna chase her. But these two businessmen are these two guys who got their stuff together, half decent looking, went for her and got played the same way.
Yeah, I'm confused too, man.
She's not cute.
So what happened? So you
you know,
proposed?
I come home, literally, I kid you not. My baby brother and Miss Cynthia are literally having sex in my bed.
Woo!
And like I said,
did you hear that? He said he came home and caught his baby brother in the bed with that chick. Come on, man. Come on, beta males. Come on, blue pills. We gotta wake up, bro. We gotta wake up.
it threw me off.
Wow,
You know,
were you
and-
drunk? Was it just a mistake?
Your Honor, this was 7 years ago. I was like 22 years old.
Oh my God,
It was a mistake. I
Oh my
apologize.
God,
That was
it was a
that
mistake.
was wrong.
It's always a mistake when you confront
So then
Cynthia
what
about
did she
anything.
say to you? How did she
I
respond?
mean, once again, like I said, it was such a horrible, you know, just scene. So, you know, I leave the house. I probably just reach out to her a couple of weeks like, hey, I just want my ring back, the engagement ring. I spent 10 grand on it. Yes, ma'am, but she hit me with this
10 grand on the wedding ring. $10 grand on the wedding ring for that bride. 10 grand on the wedding ring for that bride. Keep trying to tell y'all. Them white girls, they gonna get you every fucking time. That's why I had them down as number one. They can get you every time. I used to be the king of white women. I'm telling you. Mr. Keeping It Simple. Big shout outs, bro. Thanks. They gonna suck your dick good. They gonna do the freaky stuff in the bed. You gonna bang them in the booty. You gonna be able to do porno style stuff. She gonna get up. She gonna go to the kitchen. She gonna cook you a meal. She gonna rub on your back while you eating that meal. She may even suck that dick when you get done eating. But also you can say, I love you. The moment you say, I love you, all of that stops. That's what you gotta understand. These type of women that serial date like this, they learn the art of seduction because they know what they're aiming for. They got this clown to spend $10,000 on a ring and she ain't want to give it back.
California law. I proposed to her in California. She's a California resident.
Is that
I'm a
what she
California
told
resident
you?
now. Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you when it comes to Cynthia. Like I said, you know, that's why I'm standing here next to Mr. Vaughn.
Coming up on
How many times have you been engaged before?
Your Honor, I've been engaged twice.
Twice?
I
Well,
love.
I mean, twice
That
what
we
she
know
tells
of.
you, yeah.
That we
I mean,
know
that's
of.
what she's telling you. I
Your
mean,
Honor, I loved.
It's a good look.
Profits over wages. Good luck dropping them. Thanks, bro. All right, these guys, she's been engaged twice. But these other guys are saying that she's been engaged more. You got to watch out for serial daters. Serial daters are the best in bed, and they the best at manipulating you by trying to act like a housewife.
loved
Little
Adam
business.
very much.
It's a
I was
good
too young.
little business you
I
have.
was too young to be engaged with Adam. I loved him very much.
No, can I see the ring? Would you mind, Bernard? Can you get the ring, please?
You want me to take it off?
Of course, please.
Hey, Bernard,
See how beautiful it is. So this was your grandmother's
My
ring.
grandfather actually gave that diamond.
It's just the
to my
diamond. It's
grandmother.
not the setting.
It's a beautiful diamond.
Thank you.
Jeez. Give it to Mr. Vaughn, please. It's his.
All right, I'll give the judge. The judge took the ring off her finger and gave it to the guy. All right. I like the judge for that.
It's not yours.
Your Honor, how is that legally his?
Oh, it's legally his because, you know, you're very smart. And I think it's a really great little scam you have going on for yourself here. It's the donor. He gave it to me. He broke up. Therefore, I get to keep it. But in these no-fault states, there's also something called fraud. So it is my opinion.
Big shout to Perry C.
Listen to this. It is my opinion that you on purpose did this so you can keep the ring. So it was your actions, your unfaithfulness that made him break up with you. So therefore, he would have never broken up with you but for the fact that you got drunk and it was no big deal and you made out with the girl and the boy and then that's it, end of story. You should be ashamed of yourself because what you're doing is that you're abusing the law and you are convincing, manipulating. I seriously don't know how she connived you, how she, both of you guys are
The power
so
of that pussy.
handsome, such smart professionals. How did you let her completely fool you?
Your Honor, we had one.
You get that? I want everyone to pay attention to that. Listen to what the judge says. The judge says, for you to be so smart and successful and good looking as a man, how could you let that girl fool you? Okay? Confidence. Confidence is the key. Desperation. Those are the things that allow a woman to come in your life, but mainly manipulation. But I want to tell guys this. It's not your fault. And the reason why it's not your fault is because guys have been taught to treat their wife like a queen. You've been taught to do that. No one has ever taught you to disrespect a woman. Talk to her this way. Tell her she's fat. Train her. Mold her into what you want her to be. No one has taught you how to do that. It's just that women can see where men are manipulated at because they have more experiences with men than you're going to have with women. So to a woman, when they look at men, they don't look at color. They're looking directly blue pill, red pill, blue pill, red pill. Remember, it's behavior to a woman. He's either a sucker or he's a guy I cannot take advantage of. But when your confidence is low as a person, it doesn't matter what you look like. Your looks not going to make you alpha. Your money ain't going to make you alpha. And your clothes is not going to make you alpha. And that's what you're learning about.